running around the room real quick. Give me a yes or no, and in the chat, yes or no. Let me know in the chat as well. This is a yes or no question for the room. Restream, Gabe, yes or no?
No.
Epic, Restream, yes or no?
What's Restream again?
Okay, I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, I don't use it.
Okay, and Audio One, Restream, yes or no?
No.
No.
That's the thing where it shares it to Facebook and all that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I gave up on that because Facebook takes me down in 10 minutes. I'm over any streaming to Facebook.
I see a lot of no's
pretty much
in the chat.
Yeah.
Anybody say yes? Anybody saying yes to Restream? Seeing a lot of no's. Yes, but not all the time. Word.
I've actually had
yes.
I've actually had Restream kick me off 2 nights in a row, and then another night the next week at the exact same time, 11 o'clock. So, and like I was still going at the same time, like I was still on Facebook and everything, and then they just kicked me off, like everybody, like both sides. So I'm like, screw that. I'm not trying to do that. I lost like so many followers or so many viewers that day, and none of them came back. So I'm pretty much done with them.
South Savior in the chat room just answered what I was going to answer right now.
No, after he became an affiliate.
Yeah, so for me, I never used Restream. I actually was doing everything through the StreamYard. Because StreamYard, you could do up to 5 at once. Mm-hmm. And so when I started originally, and I think Billy remembers this, I was doing both Facebook and Twitch at the same time.
Right.
And I just kept telling the Facebook people, yo, sign up to my Twitch. Everything's going to go to Twitch. And then the moment I became affiliated, I dropped Facebook and just been Twitch, the rest of the way.
Really get more people to come into your channel from just sharing your Twitch stream to Facebook rather than people actually, because everybody just scrolls past it. Like if they're not going to just watch it, they watch it. They're not going to click that link and go over there.
Right.
Yeah. Most of the people that go through are all the promo. I mean, you see me, I promote the stream like I promoted my nightclub nights. You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's where I stand on it. And I have I think I have a pretty common stance when it comes to this, with a lot of gaming streamers, not necessarily DJing streamers, because I don't hear enough topical DJ shows to know what people are doing. But I'm not restreaming, first of all, and I never have. I've tried once or twice when I was doing the Street Fighter thing in the very beginning of this Twitch thing. I learned early on that Twitch's discoverability, like we were saying earlier, is pathetic, right? So it's super frustrating at first to get discovered by just streaming on Twitch. And so, yes, if you restream to a site like Facebook where you've got 5K friend limit, you've hit your 5K friend limit for the last 10 years. If you're on Facebook and you're restreaming your Twitch to Facebook, it does increase your discoverability for that session. I will never deny that. More people are going to see your stream in that session, for sure. But I would definitely counter that those who are watching your stream on Facebook will have no desire to go to your Twitch if they can just watch it on Facebook.
Yep.
And those who are watching on Facebook, like Gabe was saying, I've compared it, I say this almost every damn show, I've compared it saying it's the difference between playing on an open intersection, on the corner of an open intersection, versus playing inside of a venue for an audience. In other words, you could play in the mall or like an open intersection where there's thousands of people walking by, and you got all this exposure to thousands and thousands of people walking by, but all those people walking by have a destination in mind, and you're not it. In other words, you have to attract them for that amount of time in order to get them to look at you, give you the thumbs up, and then move along, swipe along about their business and keep on going about their Facebook experience, right?
Right.
Whereas Twitch is the venue. Twitch is, we stand in line, we pay to get in the show, we come to get entertained, and we're going to stick around, and we're going to lock in, and we're going to love this. Twitch is the venue versus Facebook being the sidewalk. And so, in my opinion, it makes more sense to advertise out in the street, get your word out to the street, and bring them to the venue so they can come see the damn show.
That's exactly what I've been doing.
And I think that you're absolutely going to grow your stream. You may not be as discoverable, but your stream growth, which is more important, will be more consistent and better from, instead of trying to just simulcast your content over any platform available, to recognizing that Twitch or whatever, Mixcloud or whatever you're using, is the platform for your streaming. And all these other platforms, you're going to reach your audience by delivering it to them in a way that user is used to experiencing on that platform. In other words, you go to Facebook, you got like 3 minutes at the most. So it's going to be a 3-minute something telling people this is something dope, come check it out if you want, et cetera, right? On Instagram, it's like 30 seconds. On YouTube, it's like a 10-minute how-to video or a 10-minute instructional thing with like some BuzzFeed clickbait headline and a thumbnail to match. This is all like the ways that you should be creating content on the street in order to bring them into the venue so that they can come pay to see the show.
My thought on that too, like at the beginning, what I thought at the beginning was like, okay, well, I can actually post my stream on Facebook and people will be smart enough to actually click that link, because people go to Facebook to just scroll through everything.
Right.
And if they click my link, they can still scroll through everything on Facebook, but have mine on the side, like in a different, either on their TV or on the app, a different app, or on your computer, like on a different tab. But I found out that like most people that can actually do that would already be on your Twitch stream anyways.
It would already be on your Twitch stream. Right. Yeah. And I mean, let's be real, okay? How am I using Facebook? Right? I'm using Facebook exactly the way that I just described it. I see my homie streaming on Facebook. That's dope. I might share it to a group that's relevant. I'll hit the thumbs up. I might even say something in comments, but you're not going to keep me there for more than 10 minutes. And it's usually 3 minutes at the most. And I'm out. I'm on to the next thing, right? I'm checking, and I've already gotten a Facebook notification by then that has taken my attention away from whatever the hell I was watching, right? I think that for those of you who are restreaming, first of all, there are always exceptions to every rule, okay?
Definitely.
So I'm just going by what I've experienced, and it seems like I have a room full of like-minded individuals, which is awesome, but I really wouldn't want to be in an echo chamber. I would like to hear a counterpoint. The idea, though, is, yes, there could be an exception to the rule. There could be somebody absolutely killing on Facebook, and there could be people that are locked in for 45 minutes, an hour, 3 hours on Facebook. But I personally have not experienced that. Just over the weekend, a 3-hour or a 4-hour drum and bass battle with an average viewer retention of almost 3 hours. People were watching the show on average for 2 hours and 50 minutes. Like I've never sat down and the majority of them were on an iPhone. I've never sat down and looked at my iPhone for 2.5 hours at the same thing ever. Like I can't watch a whole movie on my phone. I can't do any of that shit. So the retention level on a site like Twitch is unbelievable. And my
favorite thing about Twitch is how loyal the people are and how long they lock in. I have people from Japan and Brazil that lock into my set when I start, and they're there till the end.
Yep.
The whole time.
Yep.
And I don't know if they're literally watching it the whole time, but they're in there commenting the whole time. So
I see a lot of guys that are actually doing both still at the same time, and they play like different music, so they don't get muted right away, or they don't get muted at all, because it's stuff that it's not really, copyright. It's not, they don't have the algorithms to find that. And I'm like, cool, you're doing a good job. You have like 20 people on one page, 15 people on another, but you're splitting your whole channel. Like, you should have like all 35, 40 people on your Twitch page, because you don't get shit from Facebook. You're just trying to get them to go to Twitch so you can actually have them on your Twitch page.
I'd say 10% of my Twitch followers are people from Sacramento or people from Facebook, Instagram. The other 90% are people that have either been recommended to my page or people that find me. Because I always ask, they say they find me by when I tag vinyl or when I tag funk, soul, blah, blah, blah.
That's important too. Tags are always important for discoverability.
Tags are very important.
Yeah. And Twitch needs to improve their tagging system, in my opinion. But
they need to add more tags.
Yes.
More tags.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, I wrote in the chat room that a lot of it is hand-holding, man. Just kind of walking people through the process. And sometimes it's as simple as like, I know like on my Instagram live, like sometimes I'll go on 10 minutes before I go live and just talk to whoever pops in there. And I'll do like a link, twitch.tv/EasyAudio1, and I'll pin it. And I'll just have a conversation. And they're like, oh, you're going to stream here? I'm like, no, go to my Twitch. It's very simple. It's like,
right.
If they hear it from you, more than likely they're going to go. You know what I'm saying?
And what's dope is Twitch streams, you don't need the app. So if they hit your link, they're going to see you streaming immediately before they ever install an app or anything. It's got a web backend. So it's not like they're in a gated, like what's it called, a gated garden where they have to install the app before they can even see your content. Like they're going to see your content and then they're going to want to get the app and continue to engage with this stream.
Right.